So I'm Dr. Pete. We're back to talk about culture and counseling. So it's really, yeah, right? So really, different races, different ethnicities, it's not always so accepting to go and seek counseling. So I'm wondering, as part of your, African-American Black identity, how you think that plays into the stigma around mental health and counseling.
Well, there has always been a big stigma with mental health or counseling or going for counseling. We didn't do that as African American families. And I grew up in a community where your mental health care was your grandmother, feeding you the favorite foods and sitting you in front of the TV.
Like Medea?
Like Medea.
I love that movie, right?
Like Medea. You're like, oh, he's all right, just go ahead and feed him.
Yeah.
But as
so food is like the treatment.
Exactly.
Yes.
Food was the cure. It cured everything. As we evolved and learning that, mental health care is important. And when you feel depressed, and even sometimes my clients, I may be the mental health recipient.
Going to the salon.
Going to the salon.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I often hear, oh, this is just the best thing. This is my relaxation. This is my getaway. And then we discuss different things and they feel, Lisa, I feel so much better. I feel great,
So look at that. You have this healing touch. As shrinks, we often seek our own therapy at some point in our training. We don't require it, but it's certainly something that helps. And I remember during my residency training, I sought out treatment from another licensed professional to help because sometimes this work is intense. I often say to students, I wish I got a degree in accounting or engineering because I don't have to take that shit home with me, right? But instead we're taking this stuff home. So I'm wondering, have you ever had any kind of experiences with counseling that were either really positive or really negative?
Well, I did. There was a time, and I often say, if I feel like I'm depressed or something, I do need to speak to someone. And I did seek out, professional help from a psychologist. And I don't quite know, I can't pinpoint how I feel. I can't say if it was good or bad, but I didn't know if I was getting there was no resolution.
I think that's a good point, right? Because you didn't know what to expect. Right?
Exactly.
I don't think sometimes the shrinks often actually educate about what to expect. And so maybe this ambivalence, it was sort of good and sort of bad, did you learn anything new?
Well, I think she just reinforced kind of like what I already knew that I should be doing. So maybe that was what I needed to hear to believe that, what, Dorothy, you already know the way home. Okay, so just follow your gut.
So Dorothy, follow the yellow brick road. But I'll leave you with this one thing. Therapy is different, and it definitely depends on the type of therapist, the type of shrink that you're seeing. Yes. Ultimately, what we are trying to do is identify what types of symptoms we're trying to decrease, and if there's any other unhealthy types of behaviors that we're trying to change to healthier. So if at any point you feel like something's not working for you, it's important, and you can say to your shrink, this ain't working for me, is there something better that we can try? And finding a shrink is like finding a car. You don't just drive away with the first car you test drive. Sometimes you got to test drive a couple cars.
Exactly.